Welcome back. Okay. Yes, sir. LTA, baby. Welcome to the streams on a Thursday. The day before the NFP. Told you guys in the comments today, before the stream started, I said the best LTA freestyle rap will be granted access to our VIP. All right. So if you have the skills, if you have the capabilities to make that happen, then this is your moment to shine in front of thousands of people. Upload your rap, become an LTA freestyler, and get into my group. Let's get the party started, fam. Good to see you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. It's the day before the big day, all right? It's the day before the NFP. Take consideration, this is all part of the game where the massive moves are played. Potentially tomorrow here. The NFP never lies. It never plays around, fam. It never plays around. Let's put on a nice tune, by the way. There we go. Chill. Nice. Nice and chill. Nice and chill. Okay. Welcome back, fam. Good to see you. International DXB says, where do I upload the rap? I already made it. In Discord, my friend. In Discord, of course. Tag me in Discord. Tag me in Discord. We're gonna watch. It's gonna be good. I can guarantee you we have some talent in this community. The ins and outs, alright? Got some very important levels to talk about today. In regards to gold. Gold broke out of a range. We're going to talk about this specifically here, all right? A lot of things to discuss. A lot of things to discuss here. Quickly want to mention to everyone, all right? Let's talk about it in a second here. Let's first see what we have in the building with us. As always, very nice to have you here, okay? The G's are back, even on a Thursday, even on an easier day. This is where a lot of guys decide not to trade because of the fact that the NFP is tomorrow. Usually what you tend to see is that people take it easy on a Thursday, especially when the market is a little bit, unstable before the news. But, we see what we can do here. We have some levels to work with. So we're going to talk about that, all right? Candle Slinger, my man. As always, thank you for putting in the work. Rise, as always, thank you for being here. Alexander Schramm. Irvin. Man, I'm trying to pronounce things correctly here. King J, Adrian, Samuel von Stroheim. That seems like a real LTA name, all right? That seems like that seems like a warrior to me. Kevin, good to see you, my friend. Player X, Suryam. Suryam, yeah, Mula. Easy one. Okay, Dr. Red. Nice, yeah, you guys are back again. As always, supporting the vibe, supporting the community, supporting the good positive energy here, all right? The optimism that we're all feeling day in, day out, regardless of the outcome, all right? Shout out to you guys, fantastic stuff, all right? Yeah, a couple things to discuss here, all right? Number one, dollar in a big range, okay, in a massive range. I want to quickly, in the meantime, welcome all the new members to our community here. Tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow is the day that we're going to close down. After the NFP, we are going to close down. All right, it's time to close down for another, like, what, month and a half, something like that here. We have more than enough new members in our community to work with. Okay, so this is exactly what we wanted. Phase 2 of the LTA release. All right, gonna be awesome. Gonna be awesome. Enter Model 4 is coming. Enter Model 4 is coming along very well. So we have an event for the people in our community as well to discuss Enter Model 4 first. It's gonna be good. You're gonna see it on the streams regardless. Okay, so yeah, incredible Hassan, welcome. My Canadian brother, Julian from Singapore. We have Sam from Thailand. We have Tony from the UK. We have Nico from Swiss. We have Marcus from Texas. We have Kinsley from Haiti. Marcus from Texas, by the way, is a full-time UPS jet supervisor. Jobless from the Philippines. We have Kendall from somewhere in the middle of America. We have Attila from Hungary. I mean, fam, do you realize that the streams are global? Fully global. We're talking global, all right? So LTA is gonna go global. That's the plan, right? Make sure you smash up the like button. Let's get the party started here. It's incredible to see you guys, all right? Super smart that you guys are with us today. Will not disappoint you. We have some really cool stuff coming at the beginning of next week. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. Okay? Incredible. All right? For the rest, man, momentum is up. We're gonna do a giveaway later on. We talked about a comment, right? We talked about something beautiful. We already picked a winner. All right, a beautiful winner here. We talked about, place your experience with LTA. Explain what LTA is, what it means, what we're doing here, what the vision is, why I'm doing what I'm doing, why I'm streaming 4 days a week, what the reason is. All of that stuff is important. Why? Because you have to lead by example. There's no other way around it, okay? So yeah, we're gonna do a giveaway later on. The winner has already been picked for later. So that's gonna be good. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna go over it. Some really, really epic comments, by the way. Detailed comments. Exactly what we were asking for. So I really appreciate that because there's a lot of feedback that we can work with as well, okay? Let's talk about trading. Let's talk about gold and the dollar, most importantly, okay? These things are very, very interesting now. The dollar has been ranging, okay, this whole week. Yes, okay, on the Monday we broke down, but practically the Tuesday, Wednesday, and for now on the Thursday we're ranging, and we're kind of like holding on here. Gold is not really responsive to the dollar at the moment either, okay, so do take that in consideration. This usually happens also around news events, where gold is doing its own thing, where the dollar is doing its own thing, the yield is doing its own thing. It's all a little bit messed up, right? The correlations are usually a little bit messed up, but still, there is a reason why the dollar is ranging, consolidating, and that is because of the NFP that's coming along tomorrow. We have some news now. In around 4 minutes, all right, the initial jobless claims. I think this will give us a little bit of an expansion, and an expansion we could use potentially today for some trades. If the market is decent, if there are some nice opportunities here, if the volume is there, all of that stuff are things that you have to take in consideration as well. All right, so let's talk about gold. Let me know if you guys are ready for gold here. Type in a yes in the chat. Let's go, chat. Let's talk about gold here. All right, let me know if you guys are ready. In the meantime, if you are new to LTA, I saw some new guys in the chat. All right. Make sure that what we do here, everyone got the ebook. Everyone uses the ebook. Everyone understands the ebook, okay? They go through it. It's free for you as well. Completely free. LTAconcept.ai. I want you to go there. I want you to go through it. I want you to read it. It's important to understand who I am as a trader, what my history is as a trader, okay? Briefly explained. And then most importantly, how I'm picking trade sales, what I'm doing, and of course, how I execute my trades as well here. So it sets the tone, it sets the standard of what we're doing here on stream. So if you don't understand this, then it's really hard for me to say, listen, take my trades, whatever the case may be, because it's practically a waste of time, right? It's fun, you win some, you lose some, but if you understand the system behind it, it becomes much more efficient, and you use your time also much more wisely. All right, that's why we have it created for you. It's 74 pages though. All right, the next one will be more, will be thicker, will be bigger. So you bet you're gonna get your printer out soon, and you're gonna need more ink. You're gonna need more ink. I'm just saying. Okay, that's the only thing that you have to pay for, the ink itself, if you want to print it out like a G, of course. Okay, now that's clear. All right, let's talk about the charts. Let's talk about the setups here, because I have a little bit of a different approach for you today. And that is because we're breaking out of a range and there is a system for that. All right, there is something that I would like to show you right now, which is kind of important, okay? Why I'm looking at this and why I do not have utilized today, at least, the limitless LTA concept session breaks indicator, okay? For today, in my opinion, it is kind of irrelevant, and I will explain exactly why that is. Only for today, usually. Okay, it's that breakout day, right? It's the day when you break out of a range. And now we're gonna see really, you know, what the true essence behind gold is. Is this for further continuation? Or is this a fake out for tomorrow to come back down, fall back into the range, and to start coming down and dropping, and just to take out the highs beforehand, okay? That's the question that we have right now at this particular moment. That's what we're trying to figure out. What's gonna happen here? So in this case, the indicator is irrelevant. And I'll tell you why that is in a second here. Mainly these levels are, for now, not what we need. Not what we're looking for, okay? Why? Well, let me show you this. Let me remove this for a sec, okay? Boom. Gone. And this is what we're going to talk about here. We're going to talk about our key levels here. In the meantime, we see an expansion. It's perfect. The news, let it do it. Not going to trade this news. Tomorrow is a different story, because tomorrow we have the NFP. You know, that's where usually we're looking for trade setups. Like, we have been trading the news practically on the bigger days, right? The CPI, FOMC, CPI, FOMC. This was, I think, the NFP. Not sure, to be exact. It could have been the CPI as well. Not 100% sure, by the way. Okay, just so you know. But we have been practically trading all the bigger news events. Okay, just so you know. So what are we looking for? We look at this. We draw a fixed range, right? From the top to the bottom here. From the bottom to the top, I could better say, right? In this case, you have this high right now. You took out this high right here. This is like the low. We're holding above this low. So we're kind of holding up still at this particular moment. We're still forming, you know, that higher high formation, right? That higher high, higher low potential formation. So I would like to utilize now that we have been breaking out of this range, this swing, this complete swing, to give us some information. So the way we do that is we draw our tool, right? We do volume analysis here on this channel. We draw our tool from the lows to the highs, okay? And you get a couple of things that you would like to know here. If TradingView helps us out a bit, there we go, okay? We have the POC, right? The fixed POC here, the swing POC here, which aligns with the fixed POC of that range as well. You guys know it. You have seen the fixed POC already yesterday, right? Look at that tap, really nice clean tap into that level here, of course, obviously, right? Same level, that's when we tapped into, number one, all right? We now expanded out of this internal range. We're gonna talk about this internal range as well here, okay? Look at that. Let's draw the the swing, again, the swing value area high. And look at that, okay? Look what you get, boom. We're literally hovering now between the swing POC and between the swing value area high. That's the external. Why is this the external? This is the external because we're talking about the bigger swing and the retracement into that bigger swing. So we started to consolidate within our key levels here. All right, the swing POC and the swing value area high. I do take that in consideration. Now internally, what we have been doing here is, of course, we have been now consolidating, and this is the first time that we're expanding, fam. And out of that expansion comes a retracement. And out of that retracement comes data, more information to see how we react here. So what we tend to utilize is we're trying to understand what's happening in this swing, in this fixed range. And I'm gonna get there, okay? You're gonna get two key levels as well. So with that said, let me get back our key levels. There we go. Let's remove this for a second here. There we go. And let's get these back here. You're gonna get something like this. All right, you're gonna get the internal range right here, okay? And the internal ranges are, or the internal levels are the 2249 and 2243, all right? The value area high and the point of control of this internal range. Now the swing value high is of course the external, all right? So we can and tap into that external, and we tap into that external, right? These are your external key levels. These are your internal key levels. Now do take consideration that when you take this information to the lower time frame here, all right, and you start going to the 30-minute, then this is kind of where we at, All right, we're kind of hovering now in the middle of the top range. All right, the top range of something that we're looking for. Obviously, this is the retracement into the bigger range. All right, this is where you're gonna have a really hard time breaking it. But if you do break it, like this is almost imminent, right? A move to the downside back towards the lows, it seems almost imminent. So what you're gonna see here is you're gonna see things like this. You either come up again, you take out the highs, you fail to break it, you start dumping, right? You're unable to break the highs here. If you break above it and you come back, you might flip it into support. If you get here, right, you might be bouncing up again. If you get below it, you might be coming down, right? That's kind of the scenario that you're looking at. And keep in mind that we're roughly around 24 hours away, exactly, to be honest, 24 hours away from the NFP, right? The NFP is happening right at this line here. So the question right now will be, will there be enough momentum for us to get us out of a particular range, out of the internals here, okay? Rolling over potentially, and potentially looking for a continuation up, or is this just gonna be some of these layers where you just create some upsloping trend or something like that? You know, very simple, very straightforward, don't overcomplicate things, all right? Is there a chance you're just gonna go up and you start rolling over, right? And you start getting in towards our main levels here. All of these things are potential scenarios. Now there's one more thing that I would like to do, and that is to pick this whole range and to have one more sub level in between. And that sub level is gonna be on the lower time frame at 2367, all right? If we start getting into this zone, I wanna pay very close attention to see how we respond to it. And if we see rejection, I might trade this downwards also, all right, just so you know. So very important to understand that this is where I'm usually looking for. And if you break above it, I'm kind of seeing this as something invalidated here. And I'm kind of looking for the next level to potentially look for continuations down as well here. We're still in the range. I still expect some sort of retracement. We have to wait and see here. But again, our levels are all set, all right? The 2367, the 2249, 2243, 2275, and then our last level, last line of defense. The reason why I'm not using this indicator right now is because we have been ranging for such a long period of time that all these levels become kind of inflated. You could call it this way, okay? You start stacking level by level by level by level by level by level, and before you know it, because you have been ranging for so long, you now have 20 levels to work with. It's gonna be very, very difficult when you work with that, right? So therefore, I'm trying to zoom out, and instead of focusing on the days, the previous days, which is great when you're new in a range, okay? But when you break out of a range, we're looking more at the fixed profiles, the swing profiles, the externals, the internals, and the confirmations from there, all right? Let me know if that makes sense, fam. Let me know if that makes sense. Yes, there are a couple levels in between. We'll talk about it later on. But in my opinion, these are by far the most important levels to look at. And you will see in a second why. I can already tell you when we're reaching one of these zones, we're going to at least experience somewhat of a reaction from it. You will see how that performs here. But again, there is a reason why price gets rejected here in the swing very high and get rejected from the swing POC, right? Why? These are the most important levels of this overall swing, and we're trading within that swing. And that's why we call these the external key levels of a swing point, all right? When the internals are showing us the fixed POC, the fixed very highs, right? The area where the most volume is traded in this range. If we get there, then of course, this is where we're trying to look for new setups, right? New particular moves, bounces, whatever the case may be, something like that, right? So yes, I know there are more levels. I know there are much more levels to work with, but you're gonna have 20 levels to work with, and you don't know which one to pick anymore. Because if you're gonna start picking levels here right now, so like this, then what are you gonna do? How are you gonna trade this, right? That's why. Pay attention to the majority. Give levels the priority. And this is everything that we discuss a lot and talk about a lot in our community. And when we're doing in our events, we're gonna talk about it much more. Okay? Much more. Lorenzo, what swing do you have measured from determining the swing very high, the external range, the external swing on the 4 hour? Lorenzo, why did the euro pump if they reduced the interest rate decision? So they reduced it? I think it's the same, correct? Or did they actually reduce it? Is it not the same? 3.75. Yeah, okay. They lowered it with the 0.25. Okay, from the previous month, that's what you mean. Yeah. You never know. You cannot expect something to happen when the news comes out and say, okay, if this happens, it's gonna go up. Or if this happens, it's gonna go down. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. All right? Yeah. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna get into our key levels. And we're gonna look for setups. We're gonna look for trades, as always. You know, the reason why we trade live is because if you have a strategy to work with or a new thing that you want to share, then you have to show it. You have to do it. You have to show it, right? We are aware of the fact that the NFP is here and we're getting closer and closer to it. And this is usually where we're going to see the outcome here, okay? Overall, pretty interesting Asian session, not gonna lie. All right, we're talking... how much was that? The Asian session itself here. 200 plus pips during Asia. That's pretty... I mean, listen, it's not bad at all. It's pretty significant, all right? How do you know where to put the fixed range? Well, you look for an entry of a range, you look for an exit of a range. So when you see a bigger range getting created, where did you start it? Well, kind of this was the top. You fall into it, and this is where you leave it, right? This massive candle is where you break the highs here. So use the fall, use roughly the entrance here towards the expansion there. And then look at your levels, right? Play around with it a little bit. You get the hang of it later on. You will get the hang of it. Yeah. Lower rate means more money can be moved. Well, you would say that a lower rate, you know, would be kind of risk on, right? Therefore, you know, European stocks are more interesting to invest in rather than the currency itself. Whenever you are looking at the currency bonds, so let's say the euro and the euro bonds, right? In that manner, they have to understand that whenever people buy bonds, it's usually a risk off play. So whenever they increase the interest rates, it becomes much more valuable to hold on towards the currency because it becomes more beneficial to lend out your money to and therefore get a bigger return for your money. That's why interest rates are good when they're higher, because you get more money back if you are the one, if you're the person who loans out that money. That's why the Japanese yen gets absolutely destroyed right now due to the fact that their monetary policy is extremely low, right? They're looking at 0.1% or something like that. So that's why the yen has been losing and losing and losing and losing value, because it's not beneficial for external investors, right? Foreign investors to invest in that particular currency. So therefore, if the interest rate goes up, it usually could imply that the euro itself becomes stronger, and therefore you would say that that's the case. However, if the euro shoots up, it's not a guarantee, right? It could get priced in later on, but it's not a guarantee. So for now, let's see what the dollar is doing. The dollar is ranging. Let's put the NFP here as well. 2030. There we go. NFP. Pretty common, fam. Very common that you're gonna see something like this before the news. Okay, just so you know. The dollar is gonna make a decision. The dollar is gonna tell you exactly what it wants to do after the NFP here. Most importantly, I mean, next week we have. Let me see what we have next week. Next week we have the CPI, the FOMC. It never stops, man. It never stops. It never stops. CPI and FOMC. So yeah, we let's hope that the NFP does it. Let's hope that the NFP gets us out. It gives us a nice direction to work with. Right? If not, we're just gonna keep doing the same thing. And that's practically trading the internals. The internals, okay? Where do you watch the news? I watch the news in investing.com. Some guys look at Forex Factory. I use investing.com. I think they're there. Yeah. It's what you personally prefer. What do you prefer? Let me know. Do you agree with people who is saying that until September there is no possibility for new all-time highs? I mean, if somebody is that sure, then they should play the game. The more I've learned, the less I realized I know. To realize. So I can sit there and say, yeah, I think we're going to go to the moon on September 18th. We're going to be at $2,500. Okay. We'll see. I mean, yeah. I look at my structures, I look at my ranging. I'm asking myself, where are we at, right? Of course, I'm aware of the monthly candle. Of course, I'm aware of the weekly candles. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you a story about how we're going to see 2,500. We have the best analysts, proper analysts, right? The best of the world. They said in 2022 that gold will be at $3,000 in 2024, beginning of 2024. Okay? We're not at $3,000. So we can try to time things correctly and say this and that, but what if you just play level by level and understand where we are? We might think in potentials, but at least let's get into some good positions first. Please look at my chart on the LTA forum, please. Let's check it out, my man. Let's do it. Nice. Nice. Previous data very high, yeah. Nice. Which one, my friend? Because we have a lot of them. Which one are you talking about? Oh, here we go. Same name. Beautiful. Yeah, we have to fix POC indeed. That was that same level that we talked about before. I do agree with you that this might be a level to work with. But keep a close eye on this zone. Alright? If you want to work with this level, then what you want to do is we want to keep a very close eye on the 50-minute time frame and see how you respond from it. But the fixed POC itself, right? That level that you looked at before. Initially resistance, now potentially flipping in support at 23.57. Might be interesting, but what if you break down below it? No clear entry models yet, either up or, top or bottom. Yeah. Fabian says, I just got into the LTA VIP group. First thing I felt is that everything is on place. Huge respect for all members and we will catch up your knowledge very fast. Amazing, my friend. Amazing, my man. Good to hear that. Yeah, not bad, right? For the first 6 weeks. We have a year to go, so. A full year. Okay. I'm actually really surprised how strong people are, how the results have been this week. Because, not gonna lie, it was a relatively tough week to trade it. And I think a lot of people felt it. Okay? And this is completely normal. Because when the market is booming and the market is trending, you know, and you get into that euphoric stage, it's kind of easy, right? But you have to accept, if you are a trader, you have to accept all different types of market conditions. All of them. So when you're preparing for a major news event, just understand that this is completely normal. There's nothing wrong with it, all right? There's nothing wrong with you. It doesn't always have to be something wrong with you, all right? You just need to be aware of the conditions of the market. So therefore, just be aware, maybe be even more patient, right? Let price do its thing. If you see a setup, you get a setup. But for yourself as well, if you see a setup, you can, you know, go for it. You can do whatever you want to do. But, you know, don't judge yourself too hard. Don't be too harsh on yourself when the market conditions are showing you clearly a lot of inconsistency, right? And the dollar proves itself, right? The dollar is the leading indicator usually of, you know, the rest of the market, right? So if the dollar is extremely choppy, and you will see this, you start seeing this being reflected in a lot of other charts. Gold is one of them, right? The you know, Forex pairs, the Euro USD, Australian dollar against US dollar, you name it. All the dollar pairs. The only thing that was ripping was, in my opinion, two very good instruments to trade this week. Very good were GJ. GJ was very good. And the Nasdaq as well. The Nasdaq was also relatively solid. Yeah. So let me know, fam, how has your week been so far? All right, in comparison to other weeks. Don't be too harsh on yourself. That's all I can say. Just don't be too harsh on yourself. Not during the NFP week. Yeah. Because yes, you can look at your setups, you can look at your strategy, you can have the best strategy in the world. LTA. But if you're not aware, or you don't have the awareness of the conditions of the market, then you're gonna get very caught up with yourself. Very caught up with yourself. All right. Hey Lorenzo, how do you see Asia and London? Well, Asia smacked the shit out of a lot of traders this morning. For me personally, this morning. For some people, in the evening. London was just a relapse. And now New York is showing its potential. So yeah. No, Asia was definitely wild through. Asia has been wild lately on, right? But definitely wilder than usual. This whole week. So yeah, Asia was the cause of the breakout today, right? The break out of that range. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Jin said, that's so true. I was struggling this week for sure. Normally quite good, but this week, this is what you should do. What turns around, it goes different direction. It does affect your confidence levels. Yes. Yes, exactly. Exactly. And that's why you should never judge yourself based upon a single trading week. And you should always be aware of what kind of phase you're trading in. I mean, some guys have been killing it though. But, you know, it's other guys, most guys have been struggling this week. Right? That's why you use the data, the information here to decide for yourself, okay. Right? This has been great. This has been less good. What is the reason? Like, were we in a trending market? Were we in a ranging market? Were we very choppy? Did we have major news events? Like, what was the reason why my trading was not that great? But I've learned to trust the setups. Yesterday I entered the short trade because I saw a potential pullback, entry model 1. But I didn't give the trade enough time. 5 minutes after I closed the trade, the price went down. All right. You're gonna experience this sometimes as well. Yeah. If you trade multiple pairs, right, it's up to you also to spot the winners, to spot the solid instruments. If you just trade gold, then you have to accept the situation. Trader Tim says, who took with me the 2 ING long LTA Enter Model 1 winners yesterday and today? Yeah, well, crypto, man. Damn. Shout out to Trader Tim. Alright, Trader Tim is our Terminator. We call him Terminator Tim for a reason. One of the most consistent traders I know. He's trading crypto only. But he's... this guy is killing it, man. Yeah, shout out to Tim. And if you have to ask a question if LTA works on crypto, then he can give you a really good answer. He can give you a really solid answer. Shout out to Tim. Johnny says, I got bad news the day before yesterday about my father-in-law's health. That along with the market this week was deadly last days. I can understand that, my friend. Take care. Take care, man. Lorenzo, how do you say Asian and London session? I just explained it already. Pretty straightforward. Hey Lorenzo, please explain the pullback in the market after the news impacts. Well, the dollar is holding up. The dollar is actually looking up. Holding up quite strong. It's still in the range, right? It's now kind of looking better. It starts to really, you know, it starts to go. Yeah, if you start closing above the 104 here for the dollar, then you know, it might be interesting. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We're still in that range. Nothing is happening. This is a strong hourly candle, right? We saw the same thing happening at the New York Stock Exchange Open yesterday. Which is still coming in like 30 minutes. But yeah. Nothing special here. But maybe that has an effect, right? The yield is pushing. The yield is doing the same thing. Right? The yield is coming up. And this is what I'm actually more interested in. Right? It's this right here. The correlation between the yield and gold has been overall better. So what do I mean with that? If the yield pushes up in this level, and it's unable to break above it, and you start seeing a rejection here, right? A continuation play from that zone. Then gold will have probably the drive to come down and then tap into one of our key levels there. And that could then mean Right, that consolidation, that expansion, that retracement, that continuation, still within this big range, right? So the youth is an important factor when we are there, somewhat around the 2250, where our best, I think, setups will be. And you can find this on page number 38, something like that. I should know it by now. 39, I was close. 39, okay? The consolidation, expansion, retrace, continuation. You see this happening a lot, right? So just to clarify, if you're new, we talk about this a lot. We talk about these moves a lot, right? In this particular, the 4 hour, like we understood that we were in a channel, we broke out of it. But you see this happening over and over again, right? You create a range. You start ranging, okay? You eventually break out of it. Now you have this range right here, right? So you use the profile, you start utilizing it until the breakout, let's say. Right there. It gives you key levels, right? The fixed value high, that's the level that we use for gold now, right? The fixed value high, it's sitting right there. Same thing. This is previous information. So with what happened here, fixed value high. Fixed POC, okay? 2 key levels to work with. So what we in essence did was we consolidated. We expanded. We wait for the retracement. You get into one of our levels, right? In this case, the fixed very high. And you go, right? And what it did was it created a higher high. And now we're doing the same thing here. So the higher high has been created. We started ranging again. Right there, these levels are now invalid, right? It's just for that initial expansion. But you see how beautifully it taps into that level and then shoots up from there, right? 1100 pip move to the upside. Pretty straight, crazy move here. In this case now, we're doing the same thing. So, okay, you consolidate, you expand, you break out of it, you use the same information. You look for a retracement and you look for a continuation. Okay? However, there is a plot twist. We're talking the NFP, right? And if the NFP is infamous for something, it's manipulation to the core. It's taking out the highs, right? Coming back, pushing up, NFP, boom. Taking out the lows, consolidating, boom. We have seen this many times before. Right, that's the plot twist of the NFP here, potentially. So we do take into consideration that you also have the consolidation, manipulation, and the expansion, right? So yes, there are always two sides of the story, but that doesn't mean that when price gets to your first level and it gets into your zone, that you're not looking for a setup. I mean, why not? If the things are aligning, if your setup is there, and if the potential is there, then why not utilizing it? And if you're invalidated, fine. Right, we're looking for the next play, but at least we know what our key levels are, and there's serious levels to work with, right? The reason why you tapped into this zone here for a reason perfectly, right, on the spot, was obviously because of the fact that it's purely based upon the volume here, and when price gets into these levels, apparently buyers were willing to defend it, right? That's why you saw that expression. So if we see this now on a smaller scale again, then that's interesting for us. That's something to work with, okay? So that's why. We have sub-levels though. We'll talk about them in a second, but we do have some sub-levels as well here. Lorenzo, I'm in EM, 1 hour EM1 GJ off of the early previous. What is that one? So the early previous Q, I don't know what you mean, sorry. Week, I think, okay. Early previous week PSC. Okay. You're in a short on GJ. From the 1 hour. From where? The early previous week. Which week are you choosing? Let me see. This one, right? Yeah. That's fine. That's good. That's fine. That's good. That's good. Yeah, you manipulate lows, you took out the highs, you come back. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I like it. Not bad, man. What do you think about backtesting? I think backtesting is a must. If you use the ebook and you use these levels, then backtest it, man. You will see. Yeah, backtesting. For sure, I'm pro backtesting. But I'm also pro live executions. I'm pro, combining both. When I'm backtesting something, I'm just grinding month by month and looking for something very specific. I'm not backtesting a complete strategy at once. I'm looking for either key levels or I'm backtesting entry models individually. Candle formations, entry models individually. But I never backtest a full, complete strategy. I tend to do this all individually. When I'm trading, I put it all together. How many trades do you take a day? Well, it depends. Sometimes in London I take 2 trades. Sometimes in Asia I take 1. Sometimes in New York I take 1 or 2. Right? It all depends. It all depends on the market. Yeah. What happened to LTA keys levels visibility when price crosses them? Let me know what you mean. Let me know what you mean. Did you backtest your partial closing? I backtest everything I do. Nothing is random. Nothing you see here is random. Just so you know. Are you looking for shorts or longs? That depends on the market. Depends on what happens around our levels. So 2350 is one level I'm paying very close attention to. I just explained to you why this level is so important. So important. We just talked about these levels in particular, right? You see this here, you see this happening all the time, all right? Even if you take this to the fractals, you see this happen internally as well. If you count this as like an internal range, then also you can say, okay, right? You have that internal range, you have that internal reaction, right? Is there a chance that you can utilize this as well? Are there any levels that we look for? Okay, then we have to look for the breaks. So take it a little bit lower. I think we broke here, right? Are there any levels that are important around there, right? When you retrace into it there, right? Or get very close towards that ski level. Internally, You see things happening internally, externally, it's all the same thing. But when it happens on a bigger scale, yeah, take consideration that when you get there, it's important. These events are very important. Yeah. So what I'm looking for, especially on a Thursday, is to just wait for the most important levels of the day, and that's where we actually are heading to. We're getting very close to it. And that's a 2350 at first. Bro, how tall are you? In feet or in centimeters? I don't know. Somebody asked me the question, how much do you weigh? Well, in pounds, kilos, stones? I don't know. We're global, man. I don't know. In eagles per gun. That's a good one. Yeah, I'm around 12 gold bars long. I'm around 190 pips. I don't know, that's like what, 6'2" or 6'3", something like that. Something like that. Fixed range looks different as yours. Took the steps from LTA. Could you please explain it again? Yeah, so I use this. I use the break until the break, okay? So this is still the break. And this is the break. This is where we kind of fall into the range itself. So we're kind of looking at around this zone. Gives you roughly the same, roughly the 2350, right, to look at. This is the first time I can tell my friends about the community I've joined without feeling cringe. One word, professionalism. I can see LTA being much bigger than bigger trading community in the future. Yeah, thank you, man. Now, I think we've done a good job in 7 weeks. You know, 6-7 weeks. I think we've done well. We can't complain. That's for sure. That's for sure. Overall, I still think we're just like slowly trending down here. Okay. So the Asian low has just been taken out. Not be surprised if we just get into our zone, into our most supported level here. Yeah. Would you fight Mike Tyson? I would not fight Mike Tyson, no. Out of respect for Mike Tyson, no. He would probably still crush me as well. You don't know. Well, we don't know, but anyways. Let's just keep up that fantasy because, you know, that's how I would like to think about my guys, my G's, you know. My idols, these type of guys, right? Envision them in their prime. Yeah. When is your fight? Well, I'm supposed to fight in 9 days. 9 more days. Think about that. That's not that long. That's not that far away anymore. Supposed to be, right? So yeah, let's get it. Let's get there. That's what we do. That's the only thing we do. We trade, we stream, and we fight. That's it. That's the commitment for this year. Right? Doesn't matter how much money we have. It's about creating winners. It's about legacy. That's it. The volume Lorenzo uses paid, right? I don't think it's paid. No. No. I see everyone using it. And I doubt everyone got the paid trading view. So no. Stream your fights or at least record them. Yeah, 100% record them. Yeah. Why did you choose Bali to live? Is it something to do with trading? Well, it mainly has to do with trading. To be really honest with you right now. Because I'm just much more effective in the evening. So imagine me streaming at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. in the morning. That's not my style. That's not my thing. So trading wise, perfect. Timing, perfect. For me, the evening, New York session, perfect. And I can prepare, I can do my thing during the day, I can think, I can visualize, I can set up the community, I can be with the community first, and then I can stream later. And then after the news, or so after the stream, I can do the rest. And taxes, of course. Can we increase the risk tomorrow? Well, not during the news. We're not going to risk more during news. Like, let's put that aside, okay? That would not be that. That would not be that smart. You know what I mean? Like risking more around the news here. All right, just so you know. Yeah. I would not do that. Would you rather trade only gold or only crypto? Ooh, tough question, my friend. Very tough question. It's a very tough question. Not gonna lie. Only gold or only crypto? I don't know, man. It's a really hard. It's a good question though. It's a good question. I like crypto as well. You know, I like crypto. When things are running, I like it. I like it. But what I like the most is of course gold when there's volume. Like nothing beats gold when there is volume in the market. When there is like, you know, some drive, right? Nothing beats cool too. Nothing in that matter. How to be as patient as you? So now, like, listen, it depends on the market, right? So sometimes we're in a trade in like what, 10 minutes, boom, right away. It really depends. It really depends. Patience usually comes from knowing what you're looking at, what you want to see in the market. And everyone is like always trying to hop around, right? You also have like a lot of like guys that stream hop, right? They go from stream to stream to stream, and they always lose on every stream. Doesn't matter which stream they go to, they're always losing. Why? Because they go to one stream. This is true. This is real, by the way. They go to one stream, right? Let me tell you a story about like the hopping around in streaming. They go to one stream, they lose. And they're like, oh, okay, this streamer is like not now, right? And then the market conditions change, and then they go to another streamer, and then they trade there, and then they lose, and they're like, oh shit, it's not working. And then the initial streamer that was like, you know, losing or was not executing that much, suddenly is winning because the sentiment is changing, and he's exactly looking what, you know, things are playing out in his way. Okay, so then this guy goes from losing there, or not executing and losing there, to then losing there. And then you're like, it's not working. So, okay, let me look another guy. Okay, this guy has it. All right, fantastic. And then he's going there and he's losing there. And it's a vicious circle, right? And then every time when this guy is winning, this guy is losing, and then this guy is winning, and then this guy is losing, and then this. So the goal is that you should, in my opinion, just choose your community and be a loyal motherfucker. That's all I can say. Choose your community, right? Doesn't matter where it is, but at least stick with these guys. Stick with them. Right? That's usually where you're gonna get the better results. If you are a guy that just looks at streamers and you trade with streamers, then stick with what fits you the best, right? Because you bet, otherwise you're gonna go to one guy that trades this way, and then he's winning, and then the other guy is not chilling, and you're like, okay, I'm not getting what I want here, I'm gonna go there, and then this guy is suddenly winning, and then you're missing out on that guy that suddenly is winning. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. Do you expect a slow market today? Well, the New York Stock Exchange opens in 9 minutes. I hope this gives us some volume, but yeah, this is slow. This is definitely slow, right? It's the day before the NFP here. Do take into consideration. The more you start doing this, creeping down, the better it is, to be honest with you. The more you start doing this towards your key level. Such an important level. Trust me, 2349, such an important level. The better it's gonna be. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing you could say is, okay, if you start breaking below, right? If you're talking about quick scalps, breaking below the 2355, which is this lower time frame fixed level, you're kind of holding above it right now. yeah, then you could say, okay, we're gonna fill up the range and we're gonna drop potentially another 50 pips to the downside. We put our stop loss above it, something like that, right? But my goal is to get price down. I want to see price getting towards you, towards the zone for the better setups, the best setups right there. But if you start breaking down and price gets rejected and it starts breaking below the 23.55, yeah, maybe a quick scalp might be beneficial for you, which is this exact level, right? That's what we're currently looking at. That initial reaction from it, okay? If it suddenly starts to break up, then yeah, you have the level at, you have 23.67. That's another level to work with, okay? So what we have been doing here, we have been literally going from the externals to the two most internal levels, which is practically equilibrium of the range. And then within that internal range we're talking about right now, you have these two levels as well to work with if you want to, right? And this is how you narrow it down, especially when you're not having to worry about the previous day. Kind of irrelevant now, the previous day, because we have been ranging the whole week, okay? The fixed levels become much more and much better to utilize. The fixed and the swing, in this case the fixed especially. Yeah. Your position piece there was right. You chose to short. Yeah, we came down in a second, and the moment we start seeing that 1 hour candle, that just swiped this high here, from that moment on we knew that this was just gonna be it's gonna be very hard to look for shorts in the top range, right? When we came down that aggressively yesterday, where was it? Yeah, this 1 hour candle here, where we came down aggressively, like we were looking at shorts there. We came down aggressively eventually, right? Immediate recovery. If you see that happening, you tap into it and you close, man, that's usually a signal that you have to be careful with these highs. Why? Because they're just grabbing all these orders here. They're swiping out the liquidity, grabbing these orders and pushing price further up. They use that to fuel their move to the upside like a rocket ship, right? Boom. The shorting in these levels from that moment onwards would have been for me dangerous territory. Anything before that was, I think, a valid short, right? But the moment you saw that, kind of like, okay, I wanted to see still how the hourly candle closes around it, but like, no, man, that was pretty messed up after that candle. So that's why paying very close attention to the to these type of candle formations as well. If you look at range trades, right? So yeah, so the more I'm seeing this now, this is kind of the double wick confirmation here. And if you see a strong 30-minute closure like this, it's also the hourly as well. Like how big is that move? That big is that move is around. We're talking internal trades now, right? It's an 80 pip potential. Sorry, my bad, no, my bad. A 68 pip potential. Yeah, the fixed value area low is holding up. All right, it's also the POC here. So if you look at 1 hour, on the 1 hour, it's switching it up here. All right, the fixed value area low of this overall range now, this expansion here. Okay, look how you react from it. It's pretty nasty. Pretty nasty. So we never want to look at you know, continuation. If you start breaking below it though, yes, we had like potential scenario where we could drop another 60 pips to our key level and then look for that initial continuation. Let me get a drink, 1 minute. Let's see how this 30-minute candle closes, and then it gets pretty interesting from there. So let's go to the YouTube real quick. Yeah, okay, I love the correlation between gold and yield now. So, you see this rejection? Let me know if you guys can see this, all right? This rejection play right here. This is good. All right, this is a rejection play from the yield right now at this particular moment on the 1 hour time frame. So you see this zone, you break down, you retest it, you get rejected from it. If you start dropping here, gold is gonna go up. Gold is gonna go back to the swing very high. So this changes up a lot of things here, that rejection from the yield, to be honest with you here. So what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to stick on the lower time frame for now. Look at the internal swings here. Wait for some retracement into a range, into our levels, the lower time frame levels here. We're only playing the internals now. And I think we're gonna look at an entry model 2 and an entry model 2 play towards the upside. Why an entry model 2 play? Because I'm looking to target the fixed POC, number 1. And I think the risk reward is better. So what is an entry model 2 play? It's you come back into the internal level. So this is the swing low now internally. This is the high. You want to pull back and look for continuation. It's the page number 52, 52, 51, 51. So that rejection from the youth is bullish for gold. All right. Even from here to here, it's the same story. If the U gets rejected and it breaks the lows, and it closes below it, gold is gonna continue to drive. But we need to increase our risk reward. The risk reward would be too low. Yeah, and why is gold looking strong? Gold is looking strong because of the youth being weak. All right, the rejection of the youth here. That's the main reason why. Let's say you look at this level, right? And prices that are driving down. Then now you might experience a shift here. If you start closing this candle, this way you start pushing up and you start coming down. And the youth start dropping, right? It's building up. It gets into that zone, it retraces, and it breaks down. And gold is gonna keep driving. Any internal range, lower time frame. We're talking 3-minute time frame, 5-minute time frame max. Looking for continuation place here. A retrace with continuation place. We call this an entry model 2. We have not traded an entry model 2 that much, but it gives you by far the highest risk to reward. So it's a trap. Well, it doesn't look like a trap to me, my friend, to be real honest with you. Doesn't look like a trap to me. Currently 6.6. Stop there. Entry. Target. TP. If price pulls back here, and we're closing like a solid candle structure on the lower time frame, we're talking the 3-minute or the 5-minute. I'm gonna go long here. It's kind of what we call the entry model 3 retest or the entry model 2, depends how you say it. Entry model 3 retest or entry model 2. So what it means, go to page 51, read this page right here, my fam. If you have the ebook and this is new to you, then this is what you want to look for. Internal swing confirmation, medium lower time frame. The first step in this process is to wait for the swing to form one of our key levels. Well, that was this one. Okay. These key levels include the point of control very high, very low, right? We tapped into the very low. The formation of the swings at these levels signals a potential opportunity for us to take advantage of the market moves with the lower time frame swing. We call this a lower time frame swing. Swing low, swing high. Right? We're now looking at levels. We're waiting for response here. Right? This is now the level where we're at. The POC is there. You have two levels to work with. We're responding for the first level. So stick on a 1 minute. Man, it's crazy volatile, by the way. One minute, we'll see where this candle closes. If the next candle closes and breaks the highs, it's a long play. If it doesn't go. But this looks strong, damn. This looks strong. Very strong, fam. Very strong. Youth is breaking down hard. So gold is gonna go very impressed with this hourly here. Too fast for me to execute, but like, man, that level. We're gonna work with limit orders more in the future as well. But it's not confirmed yet. It's not backtested properly yet. It's still in progress. But in regards to volume analysis, do you see that, like, I don't make it up for you. I can make it up for you. It's nothing, it's no magic, right? It's the profile of the swing low to swing high internally. Tap into that zone. You wait for an internal confirmation in the lower time frame. It's kind of an entry model 1 on the lower time frame, right? That's the confirmed backtest strategy that works. With a potential scenario where you create 3, could be a 1 minute candle, doesn't really matter. You get into that zone, you create a 1 minute formation, and what do? You put your stop loss right below these wicks. So this is very strong. If you start breaking above the fixed POC, the swing very high is next. But we don't make these levels up. I do not randomly say, okay, I'm going to look at this level right here. I'm going to pick this exact level of support. I mean, I could though, if I would really look at it and I would find it like this, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I could say, yeah, maybe that's an area of support. That's a horizontal support level, right? I could say so, yeah. But why guessing if this gives you the exact level to work with? So how is it that you don't have the early previous weekly very low marked on the chart? Good question, my G. That's mainly because of the fact that we're breaking out of a range. Lorenzo Donvo isn't a massive sell. Yeah, so okay. Donvo got wrecked. Well, you never know, right? Because his strategy. Let me look. I'm gonna check it out for a second, man. I'm gonna check it out for a second. That's what I'm gonna do. I want to check this for a sec. You know what the thing is with him? What I like about what he's doing is that he always finds ways to manage his risk and to come to like a middle ground. So he enters another cell again. He understands the full spectrum of the ranges, the external ranges especially. So he understands exactly that if price moves, doesn't matter how much it moves, if it goes in one direction here, then eventually, I mean, did he close it or what? I don't know. I think he closed it. 30, okay. Okay, usually you would say, okay, I'm gonna take another trade and I'm gonna squeeze it out. All right? And I'm gonna work with that. To be honest, I think from my perspective, I think he knows exactly what he's doing. And we were also looking at sells initially, remember? When we were looking at that continuation play. Anyways, I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine. One loss doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. Okay. You need to have respect for other live streamers, especially if they're consistent, man. Like you cannot, you know how hard it is, man. Just be happy with the guys that are that are actually streaming live consistently, because you know the haters, they come, but they're still watching. They're watching every stream, every stream. They're watching. They're hating, but they're watching, right? Why? Because there is some value there. Alright, so Donvo knows exactly what he's doing. That's all I can say. Like, you know. Time Tweet as well, by the way. All these guys, you know, they're killing it in all their in their own ways. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, so the lower time frame swing very high. If you hovered around there for 1 more minute, we would have taken a long there. No doubt. We had our entry model 1 playing out right here on the 1 minute time frame. And we would have taken a long at around 2360. We had it set up already. Look at that. We had it set up there right at that level. So either we're gonna get back to that same level again, we form the same candle formation and we do it again. Because the youth is not looking good. And if the youth is not looking good, then we might see that continuation here. Yeah. But this is why I use the VaR profile. Internally, externally, it doesn't matter. Because these levels always hit. All right, that's the main reason why we're gonna have a scalping session as well. And I want to start doing this in Discord. Scalping, 1 minute, key levels, swings. You see what will happen. You see what will happen. Especially in ranges. Limitless Philanthropy says giveaway time. Limitless Philanthropy. Is that your name? Limitless Philanthropy. With the Limitless logo. With our Limitless logo. And then ask you for a giveaway. That's pretty ironic. In a good way though, but like, yeah, anyways, we're gonna do the giveaway later, man. And we're gonna do it later. Price is too interesting right now. We need to pay a little bit attention here. Another Wild Thursday. Pre-NFP. Okay. Okay, and hourly candle closes in 10 minutes. The hourly candle itself is looking decent. Pretty indecisive, but overall not bad. I mean, not bad at all. It's nothing too crazy. I think we're gonna have a second chance here for an entry model. Let's see. Around the lower, like literally lower time frame, fam. The initial swing was the most important swing. Why is the market so hard today? Because the NFP tomorrow. It's not just today, it's the whole week. It's pretty common. Alright, the youth now indecisive. What I do like a lot is that the youth and the dollar, the youth and gold are perfectly matched. So if the youth goes up, gold goes down, and if gold goes down, the youth goes up. All right, so this is important. So because we have 8 minutes left, this next hourly candle is going to show us the way. But it's very choppy. Very choppy. Guys, do you trade NFP live? NFP is one of the only trades I take live, practically. before news. The only news trades, the only trades I take before news is the CPI, the NFP. So practically the only ones. One hour candle closing buffalo. It's 1 hour. It's 7 minutes left. So 7 minutes for the hourly closure. That's important, man. That's important. It's crazy how long I'm starting you're holding here, but the 30 minute doesn't look that good. Do you have a tool that automatically puts TP and stop loss when saying risk 1% of my account? Yeah. It's this tool right here. It's like TradingView, right? Super chill, clean. Invest soft trade manager. You will find it somewhere. Google. I should still post the link in the description, by the way. But anyways, it costs money. So if you have a better alternative, then it's up to you here. But it's a pretty good tool. It's better than Magic Keys, that's for sure, in my opinion. Yeah. %. Lorenzo, what is TradingView for your charts? MetaTrader cannot do anything. It's like Windows XP. I'm not sure how old you guys are, but like it's like if you are a little bit older or you're my age, then it's like Windows 95. That's MetaTrader. TradingView is like Apple. Okay, so you do your analysis here and you execute here. You can also execute in TradingView. It depends what you prefer. But I'm kind of used to this terminal. Okay, kind of like it for executions. But yeah, this is like the yeah, this is much better. You can draw the volume profile, right? You can see what's happening here. This is just, yeah. Gold react from the early PW VaL. Yeah, that's the same level as this level. It's the same level. So we're looking at the hourly now, yeah? So the hourly here is closing in 3 minutes. The 30 minute is closing in 3 minutes. I would not be scared away by this wick. Especially if you don't close bearish. So, not really worried about that. Alright, I actually like this a lot. The 5 minute here. So if the 5 minute gives us somewhat of a closure like this, and we break the high, we might have a small trade, fam. We might have a small trade here. An entry model 1 in an internal range, so it's actually an entry model 2. 2 minutes and 30 seconds here. So let's hope that we stay around here, okay? The risk to reward should be still good. Dollar week yield, moi, okay, back in that range. Could be a rejection again, roll over again. Not impressive. Not impressive. Not strong. This rejection was not good for the yield, okay? This is better for gold. So 2 minutes left. The hourly closure. Let's see if the next candle. So keep in mind that this next 5-minute candle will also be a 1 hour candle opening. So you want to see a bottom wick getting created here. And we want to see a bottom wick getting created around this next 5-minute candle. So just think about that. The next 5-minute candle is the next hourly candle as well. Okay. So let's see if we can just put the hourly here. We have our indicator for a reason, right? It's your indicator for free as well here. We want to see the next hourly candle here. We want to make sure that the next candle creates a bottom wick at that same level, the 2360. If you then break the highs, there's enough room to go up here. Stop goes below here. So it doesn't have to be there. It's a small stop. For us, it's a small stop. It's like a 30 pip stop. The 20 seconds, we need to close above the 2360. If the next candle comes down and it flips bullish, let's say this next wick comes down and it flips bullish, we want to enter at the break on the 5-minute. At least this is what I want to look for. It's a lower time frame play. Right now, so this is that wick, this is the high. Want to see a bottom wick first. If you can then drive up, it's fantastic. The stop goes below. We target the top first, but we have 2367 and the 2375. 2367 is first. Just gonna put it here for now. Okay. I'm not gonna risk as much. I'm gonna go half risk on this trade because it's an entry model 2 trade. In pretty choppy price action, price conditioning here. So I'm not gonna go full risk. Just so you know. So this is good. This is what I want to see. And now we're flipping. We're taking out the lows. I'm going to set a buy stop right here. It's going to be a wild one, fam. So good luck. Yo, let's go. It better execute it. Did just the same thing happen again? Let's restart it real quick. Yo, what's going on? Okay, it's placed, yeah. Woo! Okay, good luck. Entry model 2, lower time frame. Double wick confirmation. It's actually entry model 1, but it's on the lower time frame right here. I want to get into a long here. Stop below here. Want to continue to drive price up here. TP around there. Okay. This should be the candle that should follow through. This is what we want. Alright, good luck. Lower time frame, 2360. Holding up. This is the hourly candle as well. Take that in consideration. It's the new hourly candle. So we have the hourly with us. All right. Entry at 2362.79. Long. 2362.79, yeah. All right. We're gonna find out. Do you guys understand the entry model price? Type in a yes. It's important that you understand why we're doing it here. You see it's a double wick confirmation. Third candle is the entry candle. You get into an internal swing of a reaction of the 2360. It's the hourly closure. All right. And this was the internal. This is the internal of the internal. All right. So it's a little bit of a tighter play. I'm risking 50% of what I usually risk. That's the play. Targeting the highs, of course. Targeting the highs. It's the hourly on the yield. The yield looks bearish, looks like it's flipping bearish. This is what you want to see. We want to see that. Quickie. We call this a quickie. It's 50% risk. 2 more trades, we're going to go to 5% per trade, but not on the lower time frame, not on the 5 minute. Please explain the reason behind this trade. Go back. We talked about it for a while. Download the ebook. All the information is in there. It's exactly page number 51. Exactly. Exactly page 51. Has a 68%, something like that, because it's a little bit tighter. And you have to be more precise with your management as well. We call this a quickie. Dude, you have a page for everything? Yeah. We have 74 pages, so this is page 51. 51 play. Okay, you want to see the continuation? You want to see the continuation? You're getting into that zone now, I get it. Last thing we want is a rollover play. So stop some break even here. Lower time frame play. Don't do it. In which page I can find the fixed page? The fixed one is at page number 38, sorry, 37, 38, the fixed profile. Okay, we're out of break even here, okay? Zero, zero, zero. If you didn't break it right away, if this was not a follow-through candle, there's no need to stay in the trade. There's no need to stay in the trade. You get into these highs here. If this third candle is not a follow-through candle that breaks through it and smashes through to look for the continuation, it's not our candle. It's not our candle. It's not the trade we're looking at. So we have to put our stop on break even here. We're playing on the lower time frame now because of the market conditions now. We can wait for price to get to our main levels, but there is a very small chance we will get there, right? At the beginning, yes, we had the potential, but the moment we start holding here, internally, we have to play the internals. We have to play the lower time frame. That's it. If you see that follow through, you manipulate the highs. Of course, you create internal highs. So lower low, higher low, higher high, right? You want to see that continuation. If you get rejected here, then that candle is not the candle that shoots through it to grab that liquidity to take out the sellers, right? The stop loss that are built above here. That's what you want to target. So if it's not perfect on the 5 minute, you can go to the higher time frame. Well, they have to decide for yourself, is the risk to reward beneficial enough? That's not for me personally. So we can be, you know, very stubborn and stay in our position, but it's usually not a good sign when you see that rejection here. We close this one in like 20 seconds. Let's see how we close this one, where we close it. I think we're gonna trade the entry models much more in the future. Especially in ranging markets. Our focus is gonna be much more focused on entry model 2. Because you're gonna get 3-4 trades a stream. Only in a ranging market, right? Only in a market like this. Not in a trending market or something like that, something really nice where you can just continue to process your 15-minute time frame. We've only traded Antibody 2 twice, I see. 1 win, 1 break even, that's it. It's actually crazy if you think about it. It's actually pretty crazy. Are we done? I don't think so yet, to be really honest with you. Let price come down again towards the same level here. If price breaks below the 2360, then look at the 2355 and the 2356. This is just the first level we're talking about, the 2360, that's all. Okay, check my chart in LTA forum. Thanks, you're a beast. What's your name, man? Let me know. Ah, there we go. Same name. In my opinion, we're still in this tunnel. Correct me if I'm wrong. Early previous daily PSC and PSO. Yeah, you're correct. You're correct. But because you broke out of the range, I would definitely highlight the fixed levels now. The fixed main range, right? 2350, 2343. So you're correct there, but yeah. The only trade I would take again is if in the next 7 minutes we do this, we break down. So we break down below this wick and we flip it again. I would have the same entry at the same level. Roughly the same level. 2363.2. Is that Excel template available to track our trades? Yeah, so I need to create an empty version. And I'll share the link in Discord. What a market, man. Wow. This is typical NFP week behavior. If you break the lows and you flip it, new trade. Oh, that would be crazy, actually. News says I just copied the Excel and cleared it. It's hard. Yeah, you can just copy it. That's the easiest way for you, man. Go to File. Go to File. Go to Make a copy, and get it there. It's not that complicated. I agree. Yeah, keep it very simple as well. I like to keep it very simple. I don't want to spend time on my spreadsheet. At the beginning, I wanted my spreadsheet to be really cool, really advanced. And the more advanced I made it, the bigger the chance that I would not fit it in. And especially not when I was losing. Then I was definitely not filling it in. So just so you know. Simple, man. Winning? Yeah, no, amazing. Staring at my spreadsheet. Staring at it. Like a piece of art. Incredible. Can't stop looking at my green wins and my pips and whatever. And then I had 3 losing trades. I'm like, you know what? Let me clean it up. Let me clear out the blue sky. Let's start fresh. We've all been there. We've all been there. Let me tell you the news. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work though. It's not gonna work. Not gonna work. All right. You see that there's some demand, right? So the youth is just in a range now. That's why gold is doing what it's doing. You see these top wicks there. You see these bottom wicks here. This is the kind of we're currently are looking at. If you flip this, then yeah, gold is gonna drop further, and gold is gonna come down lower. You know, that's a scenario. So yeah, the youth is not looking in our favor now too much. It had the potential to just go and to drive further. Yeah, this is scalping one-on-one. What's your stop loss for a buy stop? Below the wick, always below the wick in this case. What should be the gold trade lot size if $300 in your account? Depends on your pip size, man. Depends on what you're willing to lose, what your risk is. I don't know what you want to risk per trade. I don't know what you want to do there. Pum, pum, pum. Delanzo, you broke even or you lost this trade? No, we managed our trade again. Because if there is no follow through on that one candle, that 1 5-minute candle like we talked about here, then usually you're gonna do something like this. You're gonna get rejected here. And it's gonna drive you back to your entry. And if he would have done that, we would have obviously get stopped out right now. So that's why we managed to trade. Right? You wanted to see that follow through. You wanted to take out the highs right away because everything was setting up already. If the idea was to come up from this moment, and you had these 3 wicks here, and this third one was the drive candle, right? Then you want definitely this candle. This was the hourly candle, right? To be the driver, right? This candle wanted to be the driver of the continuation. So yeah. That's why it's important in my opinion to manage it, especially when you're trading on the 5-minute and you're looking at in choppy price market in general. You don't wanna get too greedy either. Still targeting the highs though. I mean, you know, you still want to take out the highs because this is what you're targeting. You always start with stop losses, right? You're always looking for, you know, scenarios where you exit in profit where sellers get stopped out, let's say. So that's kind of what you're aiming for. Rico says NFP extremely lower than expected. We'll see huge drop. Gold in the other side will pump harder. Dollar is preparing for a strong move for tomorrow. Yeah, 100%. So the dollar is it will range until the NFP. There is no doubt that it will literally be like this, where you're gonna do nothing until there. Okay, I think you're gonna just start, you know, we just start doing this until we start, you know, making a move. Or we have seen this before as well. Dollar coming in, it's creeping up, going down, consolidate here and make a move to the upside. Like we've seen it all with the NFP here. So what I'm looking out for much more than just the dollar is the yield, the 10-year yield. The yield is gonna give me a much better indication for gold tomorrow. Much better. Much better. Don't vote in short again. From where? What level? I mean, it's not over yet though, fam. Price could still turn. I personally think we're just gonna consolidate a little bit more now at this particular moment. That's what I believe. But the lesson for today, again, what I see here is volume is king. Volume analysis. I'm not talking about volume. I'm talking about volume. If you know what I mean. Volume, not volume. Okay? What do I mean with that? Price level volume. There's a reason why we're tapping into these levels here, why we constantly react from them. There's a reason for it. Okay. Combine that with entry models. The entry models are built for direction. Candle formations, direction, right? So we have price volume. That indicates our interest, our point of interest. We have session volume, which indicates the momentum. And that's the timing, the candle closures, the events, the sessions, right? Session volume, the Asian session, London session, New York session, open and close, you name it, all of that. And then you have the direction of the candles in combination with your entry models. If you have that as your foundation with the understanding of structure, the understanding of the correlations, you're gonna get far, fam. You're gonna go far. You're gonna go far. And that's why we're always picking levels. We're choosing levels way before they get there. Way before they get there. We already know which level potentially we're gonna react from, right? If there's an entry from, we don't know that. We don't know if there's an entry from that exact zone. But we know that usually see at least somewhat of a reaction from it, right? Could be quick. And that's based upon these levels. That's why we use volume analysis. Your entry model 2 with the 5-minute time frame, the second candle did not close bullish. You don't need it. You don't need the second candle to close bullish, by the way. Why? Because you drive price down to gather liquidity here to then take it out. That's why. That's how the entry model is built. It's kind of irrelevant if it's a bullish or a bearish candle closure. $29.59 where it bounces the Sunday open at 12th of December. All right, but if you look the internal range, you will get the same level, which tends to happen a lot as well. Yeah. How do you find the US 10-year yield on TradingView? Type in US 10-year yield. So US 10Y, you will find it there. John says, I lost 6 figures USD trading with no hard rules in 2010. That one Asian session caused me to quit until this past year. Entry models and rules are critical, gold, discipline, everything. Thank you, John. Appreciate your message. John Sparks, thank you for being on the stream. I think you are relatively new here. If so, yeah. Incredible that you're here, man. During these market conditions, you're seeing it all. Welcome. Are you in a trade? I think everyone asked that if I'm in a trade knows if I'm in a trade or not. All right, we were in a trade. I never secretly execute a trade behind the scenes. We don't do that stuff. All right. I'm not gonna secretly keep my trading view up and enter a trade behind. No, no, no. That's not how we work. All right. First trade we tried it. We entered. We came up. We wanted to see that continuation, and we were just unable to break the highs. Unable to break it. Why was I banned from Discord? I don't know. I don't know. A lot of guys got banned from Discord. I think we're back at like 20,000 now. So that's good. That's good. We're back. We cleaned up everything, man. We went from 20,000 members to 14,000 members. All the inactive accounts, we got them kicked out of the group. And I think we're now back at 20,000. There we go. Nice, G's. Keep it up. Yeah, we're gonna do giveaway soon, man. Let's do it because well, actually the giveaway was done already, right? We said yesterday. You want to place a comment under our last video on Instagram right here. So what we wanted to do was, you know, share your full experience with LTA. No, be honest, just honest feedback and everything. And then there was one message that really stick with me. Okay. That was pretty insane message actually. Kind of interesting though. Which is this one right here. Okay, we're gonna do one more giveaway later, in like what, 10 minutes? So for you guys as well. But there is one message I want to share, alright? And it is this message right here. We're growing on Instagram, by the way, pretty happy now. We're back. That's good to see it. But anyways, my father gave me a ceramic figurine of a Spartan helmet 5 years ago. He died last year and I always have treasured this figurine because of the message he gave me when he gave it to me. He said, I want you to be strong like a Spartan when I'm no longer with you. At almost 40 years old, I now really know what it's like to be a man and have to take care of your family and surroundings. One day when I was looking for trading channels with stupid signs that only made me lose money, I came across Lorenzo. And from the first day, I saw the sign that related to everything. The Spartan symbol. Commitment to a community and to oneself, the discipline, the courage to go out of your comfort zone, the feeling of being different from your environment. I can only say thank you to LTA for making so many new things in life sense. For now, it's not just about the money, it's much more. That's a G move. And you know what? He was already in our VIP. He was already in our VIP. That's a G move, my friends. Okay? That's a G move. All right. Shout out to Miguel, my man. Thank you for putting in the work. You're already in our VIP. I was surprised you were already in it, so that's why. You're gonna get your refund for sure, man. You're gonna get a refund because, yeah, man, that's just, that's a beautiful story. That's a beautiful story. I'm gonna make sure you're gonna get that refund. Okay? Incredible. Lorenzo, what's your beard routine? I need one like yours. Guys, you know the answer, right? If you ask about my beard routine, there's only one thing that I could tell you. If you want to increase your beard, stop jerking off. That's like, yeah, that's the only thing you have to worry about. If you want to have a beard like this, and it's gotta be no, not June. Yeah. Anyways, we're getting very choppy here. No follow through here. Yeah, I'm not gonna trade this for now. I'm gonna sit this out for now. I'm gonna wait for price to either get down to the 23.50-56 or break above the 23.67. And yeah, look for that. This might be consolidating for a while, like we said. Okay, but it's gonna do something soon. US 500 and all-time high, yeah. Nasdaq probably as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. I think so. I think so. Lorenzo, why are you looking for longs and not for shorts? Well, because we were trending down. We held in the fixed value area low. All right, we saw an expansion. We retraced. We broke the internal highs. The structure of this zone is just that consolidation, that expansion, that retracement, that continuation. We talk about this all the time, right? And then the yield was getting rejected here. So yeah, I'm definitely looking into shorts for now. But yeah, in terms of longs, it's just, we're consolidating, we're very choppy here. So either we're gonna move out and look for continuation, stay above these highs, or you break above, then you look for continuation and just continue the trend here on the lower time frame. Yeah. I would short below the fixed very low. I would short below the 23.55.5, looking for continuation to the 23.49. I would potentially look for that continuation short here. But this is such an important level, man. 22.50. Yeah. Hello, I found your channel yesterday on live YouTube. I really enjoyed watching you, so I decided to join your team and community. Nice. Welcome, my friend. My African world traveler. Yeah. Welcome. Today's a scalp day. Yeah, that's it. It's just a scalp session. Nothing to do for the rest for us for looking, you know, to look for major moves in the market. It is just a scalping session here. But again, this is the point of control. You're kind of getting that rejection here, but at the same time, the structure is strong, the structure is bullish, and the yield is relatively weak. So what gold is gonna do because of that, it's just gonna range here. For now, I think we're gonna continue the range that we're building here. And at some point, we're gonna break out of the range. And I think once we break out of the range, I think we're gonna see direction. And I think that's where the next setup could be. It's that break out of the range, and not trying to predict the range now. That's my suggestion. For me personally, at least, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna try to predict the range here. I'm gonna just try to see what happens outside of it. I tried once to enter here to continue up and to take out the highs. That didn't happen. So we managed our risk. We came out unshattered. Now I can see that we're consolidating here. I think the range itself now will make will give us better direction here, preferably above, by the way. If the youth is indeed getting rejected right now, because otherwise the youth has to break back above. If you really want to start looking for short setups, but the usual play is that the youth that will get rejected soon. All right. You have the 2-hour candle here closing in 19 minutes. That's an important candle. And I think after the next 2-hour candle, the 2-hour closures is in 20 minutes, you're going to see the new candle potentially choosing a side. And this will potentially cause gold to make the move. So I still see this being relatively consolidating until the hourly closure. Why don't we use 30-minute rejection candle as a confirmation to the downside? Well, we can look at we can look at gold here, right? So let's look at gold on a different chart. I mean, what I see here, for now at least, is consolidation here, the expansion, the retracement into the range, the internal confirmation in this range. All right, so this zone. Not a single low has been really taken out. The only low that has been taken out is the lows that have been swiped below here. Right? So things are looking to me that we're looking stronger for gold. I would not short when this is happening, at least. And the yield got rejected here. And if the yield gets weaker and it gets rejected and it looks down, then that's bullish for gold. However, internally we're now consolidating. So the trade that we wanted to take here, or that we took here, had no follow through. We, instead of this, you know, breaking and taking out the highs, we decided to get rejected to manipulate. If we didn't manage our risk, we would have been stopped out. So we did. We moved our stop. And now I think it's time to just wait for this to play out and see where we can go from there. If you get below here, obviously you start really breaking below the structure here, right? You start rolling over, and that's exactly that level. That's what you're gonna see there. Yeah, and then you can say, okay, you start breaking below then you might have that follow through that we're talking about here, right? That follow through in the range. And then it's up to the rest to decide, you know, our next level to decide. Are we going to go to the 2049 or 2043 to see if we can hold support there? Because the bigger structure is still consolidation, expansion, retracement in the range. That's what I like to do sometimes, fam, as well. Maybe a tip for you is when you have a 1-dot chart here, put on the FXCM chart here, and just look at a little bit differently. Give yourself the understanding. Use one chart for structure. If you're an LTA trader, okay, use one chart, one gold chart just for the structure to understand the sentiment, right? Trending, ranging, consolidating, expanding, retracing, continuing, whatever, right? The structure, market structure itself. Very simple. That's all you need. And then use the other chart for your key levels. Your key levels, your entry models, and your executions. It gives you a little bit more clarity. And it gives you a little bit of a better understanding of the direction potential of your trade. Let's go. I see there are a couple new introductions here. I think so. Yes, sir. Simon from Germany. Simone from Germany. Welcome, Simone. We have Kodak. Cool. Okay, I cannot. I can try, but it's not gonna work. All right, Caden. It's better. My man Caden. Passion boxing. Entry model 1. Trading, gaming, traveling. Sounds good, my friend. Welcome to you, my friend. Good to see you in our group. Marissa from the United Kingdom. Her passion is karate, singing, trading. And we have... I can't see because of the stream. I think it's blocked. Jan from Germany. Welcome, my friend. Okay. Welcome. Yeah, we have a lot of new membership. Today we're going to close down. Today we're closing for the next 6 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks, something like that. You never know. Let's say 5 weeks. I think that's enough to work with. Okay? Tomorrow we close, after the stream. After the NFP, sorry. Not today, tomorrow. Yeah. But what I learned from this, fam, is that I really love to read your stories, okay? If you have a fantastic story like Miguel, then please share it with us, because it's just incredible to see what LTA is doing. Like, we can sit on the beach all day, do nothing, trade a little bit here, invest in some crypto, and make a bunch of money, do some boxing, fight here and there, and live my life happily. Or we can set up a community, stream 4 days a week, create content, events, education events, put in the work every day, win, lose, whatever, step up our game, and create a legacy. I think it's an easy decision. It's a much more fulfilling decision. So, yeah, man, your stories really help. All right? For me personally, it really helps. Homeland says sometimes there are a lot of levels, like the previous day, very high. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm saying that in a range itself, it's going to be very hard because you're going to have so many levels. You need to prioritize. You need to prioritize your levels. That's why I'm looking less at previous day, previous week when we're in a range. And I'm looking much more at fixed levels. That's the conclusion I got from this week as well, as an extra confirmation. These fixed levels that we draw right now, the lower time frame, much more efficient, especially trading on the lower time frame as well. Whereas if you're trending out of the range, right? We're coming out of this range now, and you start trending, let's say. I'm not saying that we're gonna go this way. Don't trust me with that. Okay, but let's say we're gonna do this, trending. Like this is where the previous day, previous week, all that stuff becomes super efficient. Right, where you start doing this and then this, but you're constantly in a trending motion. If you're ranging for a long time, lower time frames and the swings and the fixed are usually the better place. So what we're doing now in the 1 minute, we're forming a range. What we're gonna do at some point, we're gonna break the range. What are we gonna do then? We're gonna retrace. We're gonna conclude if you can actually start looking for the continuation. Welcome to the NFP fam. It's pretty common that this happens the day before. It's not that unusual. Is it possible to master LTA in 1 week? In the VIP? No. 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 What do they say again? I fear the man that practices 10,000 kicks. I do not fear the man that practices 10,000 kicks. I fear the man that practices 1 kick a day for 10,000 days. Something like that. Anyways, you get the point. It's the consistency, man. It's understanding and learning the process. Why? Because you can start with LTA and you're in a certain condition, right? You need to be adaptable. So you can win heavy once and then lose or break even the other week. You need to understand why that's happening. So it's one big adoption curve. We're trying to beat that, and the only way you can beat that is with experience and history. So I can sell you the dream. But you know what? I can sell you the vision, but I cannot sell you the dream. You have to create the dream for yourself. Lorenzo, I think LTA works better with currency pairs than with gold. I don't know. Have you seen our 12 win streak? We didn't lose since our loss was this week. We didn't lose since March. So I don't know what you're looking at, but what I do agree is that you might need a different approach when the market is ranging, not trending. Right? That's where the adaptation curve comes in, which I just talked about. But currency pairs do work, but sometimes not. Again, it's the same thing. Every pair, every currency pair has its own behavior. Whenever you reach a certain zone where it's just ranging and not doing much for a while, right? Because we're waiting for an event or something like that, or we're waiting for major news to come out in regards to that currency, some macro fundamental news, then sometimes you're going to be choppy and you have to adapt. And if you go to the lower time frame, you might be, you know, forced to scalp more or go to the lower time frame more. And if you're trending, you might be holding on to your trade a bit longer. Matthias says break even is still a loss. You just manage it. Who thinks that a break even trade is a loss? Show the sentence of volume profile. It's on page number 9. Sorry, not 9. Or 13. A break even is a break even. Yeah, it's yeah. What can you say? If you don't win, you don't lose. You don't. Yeah, it's again. Actually, you could see it as a win, in my opinion, because a break even trade still provides what? Data. And data provides what? Unless you don't learn from your trades, then yeah, obviously. We're trying to always see, okay, what is the reason why I didn't go there? Like, okay, the initial zone, the break, 5-minute time frame, right? Double wick confirmation, third wick entry. We took our entry there, price moved up, got rejected there. Why is that moving further? Right? You can ask all these questions after the stream. This is what I always do after the stream. I reflect, I look at the trade, I replay it one more time, and I see, okay, what do I learn from this? Lorenzo, you need some new glasses for tomorrow? Man, tell me about it. Tell me about it. In case you know what we're talking about, we usually wear glasses for the news trades. If you take a trade before the news, we're a little bit in a different. Phase. A different character. What direction are we looking at? Well, I prefer to go up and break out this range. This 1 minute consolidation range on a 1 minute time frame. Do I need a PC to study LTA? That's a good question. You don't need to, but it will make it easier. It will make it easier. But you don't need to. I'll be using it on my phone as well. But to learn it, you know, you need that. You want to see that overview, right? You want to have a little bit more viewpoint. Why do you wear headphones? I'm listening to the same music as you're listening to, my friend. Yeah. Just so you know, this is how gold looks at the 2-hour time frame. The 2-hour candle closes right now. In 5 seconds. You see the 2-hour closure here? We're gonna see some movements. I was waiting for that. I said we're gonna consolidate. The 2-hour candle opens up now. Now we need to see some movement. Do I need 20 view premium? No. No, you don't need that. Android or Apple? Apple. Apple. Okay, the next 2-hour candle is there, right? You flip bullish. You open bullish. Very minor bottom wick. 1 hour, same thing. Resistance still there. We might fall back into the range. We might stay in the range. Let's see. Let's see. So yeah, man, let's get to the 100K, fam. Let's build up the LTA community. Let's make sure that we integrate new entry models. There are a couple entry models that are coming. Entry model 4 is going to get announced Monday. Alright, I'm very excited about entry model 4 because it's going to be used on the streams probably right away. It's going to be amazing. Alright, we have an event for our group. We'll cover the entry model 4 and the potential it has. Alright, so we're constantly innovating for you. Then at some point we're going to have a new ebook. The second edition is going to come for your way. It's free, completely free. That's going to come your direction. And then once we reach the 100K, we're going to do an event, a live event somewhere in the world. And we're going to talk about volume. We're going to talk about volume, analysis. All right? We're going to talk about it all. Just so you know. Most likely Singapore. The reason why is because I live in Bali. And Bali is around 3 hours from Singapore. 2.5 hours from Singapore. So it's the trading hotspot of the world, of Asia for sure. It's where Europeans, the Americans, and the Asians come together. So that might be a place there, to go there, to be really honest with you. If it's gonna be an event, it's gonna be a sick event. It's gonna be, you know, we're gonna spend some money on that event, that's for sure. Okay, we're going for the highs now, all right? Moment of truth is 2367. You manipulate the highs, you get to your next zone. We talked about the 2367 before, right? This range, point of control, rejection, you name it. The 2 hour looks pretty decent. However, relatively weak bottom. Tapping into this candle formation. You're gonna face a lot of resistance here still. So unless we internally break and we show some potential here in this range, we can scalp our way into that level, which is the 23. Well, it's actually not that far away. Yeah, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong. It's a different price, right? 2266, 22. Yeah, same thing. 2369. Is it too late to enter? Well, I want to get out of this range first, and we'll see from there. And unless we manipulate the highs, we have manipulated the highs here. Alright, 5 minutes looking stronger. This is a strong rejection play though, a point though. So this level is no joke. Okay? We've finally taken out that high. Hours in this zone. Also, the bottom of this 2 hour candle is very weak. The reason why I say 2 hours is because the 2 hour just closed. The 3 hour just closed. I mean, this might be a short though. Might be worth a short though. The top of their internal range. Our next key level, the 2367. The rejection of that 2 hour zone. So 1 hour zone, my bad. The opening of this candle. The manipulation of the highs. Let's look at the session as well here. I would have preferred the London swipe. Can still happen. Yeah, if we swipe the London. If we swipe London, we close below the fixed POC, and we see an entry model 1 there, then then I'm taking it. Lord Blanket says there is an LTA Rap in the LTA forum. Let's look at it in a sec. Okay. Very interesting. What happens when we manipulate the London highs here? Do we close below the range? If that's the case, then things align. We have manipulated the highs here. We took out stop losses there. We manipulate the London highs. Weak opening. Rejection play here. Entry model there. Targeting the lows internally. Coming back to that range. And that's it. Scalping. Just scalping. So I want to see this getting taken out. And then falling back into the range. And if you fall back into the range, I'm shorting it. If you close above it, let's say a 50, yeah, a 50-minute candle already. That's an indication that we might be holding up better than you know what we want to see here. So 15 or 30 minutes above is definitely no shorts. But if the next candle breaks this higher and we fall back into that range, then the 50-minute has enough potential. So far strong, right? Still, but the London highs is something that we definitely want to see getting taken out right now. Right now. Bye bye London. Damn, that's going up. That's going up fast. Damn, yeah, I want to listen to that rap, but I can't now. Please, Kate, tell us, is it good to buy now? No. What do you mean? Tell us if it's good to buy now. Like you're talking to buy here now in the middle of an expansion? That's Rack City, my friend. That's Rack City. Unlucky that you got out break even. Yeah, well, no, yeah. It depends how you see it, man. I think a lot of traders got wrecked pretty hard. So, you know. I'm always happy when I see that the thing's playing out the way I wanted to see playing out here. Okay? And also, this is the pre-NFP. So, this is completely, you know. Very normal price action for the NFP. Listen to the rap. Where is it? Okay, please don't tell me it's not porn, right? It's not like a crazy sound, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, you never know, man. You know what happened one time? I opened a trader's video. I thought it was an analysis. That guy was super smart. He literally put a beautiful chart, the way I would draw my chart, by the way. And then we put like the images in front, and I click on the video, and then I saw the darkest shit I've ever seen in my life on stream. I had to delete the video right away. And that could have banned my account. So I'm pretty careful with that shit, to be honest. But let's listen to it. I said, if you rap to the LTA playlist song, you get extra VIP. But he's already in our VIP, so anyways.
Welcome to the game, it's LTA's domain. Lorenzo Corrado, remember the name. We're trading Forex, riding those trends. Longs and shorts, it all depends. Pips and profits, yeah, we're stacking in this trading
Holy
game.
shit!
We're going up, down, up again. The sky's the limit, we're breaking chains. We're limitless LTA, yeah, we're winning. The best trading community.
Damn!
Just beginning.
W's, chat.
Together we'll make it, it's our time. Charts and graphs, we read them right. Catching those trends, day and night. Long positions when the market's hot. Shorting when it's not, we hit the spot. Pips are rising, accounts are two in the LTA crew. Dreams come true.
What
From
the
rookies to pros,
fuck?
we got your back. With Lorenzo leading, we're on track. We're limitless LTA, yeah, we're winning. The best trading community just beginning. Up, down, up, we're on the grind. Together we'll make it, it's our time. From the first trade to the last bell, we're in it to win. You can tell, strategies tight, vision clear. LTA, we persevere. No fear, just gains we celebrate. In this Forex game, we
Show some love,
We're
damn!
limitless LTA, yeah, we're winning. The best trading community just beginning. Up, down, up, we're on the grind. Together we'll make it, it's our time. From the first trade to the last bell, we're in it to win, you can tell. Strategies tight, vision clear. LTA, we persevere. No fear, just gains we celebrate. In this Forex game, we dominate. We're limitless LTA, yeah, we're winning. The best trading community just beginning. Up, down, up, we're on the grind. Together we'll make it, it's our time. Lorenzo Corrado, leading the way. With LTA, we never sway. Pips and profits, yeah, we're stacking in this trading game, there's no slacking. The sky's the limit, we're on the rise. With LTA, we reach the skies.
That shit makes me emotional.
Lorenzo Corrado, leading the way. With LTA, we never sway. Pips and profits, yeah, we're stacking.
Holy shit, sorry man. The last seconds, holy shit. Damn, that's insane, fam. Hey, that's LTA for you in a nutshell, my G's. Damn, shout out to you, my god. That's absolutely insane. This guy just came into our community. I need to speak to this motherfucker, man. This is next level. I think we got a new intro song. What do you guys think? We got a new intro. We got a new intro. We got a new intro. Yes, sir. That's insane, fam. Wow. Ah, that's really crazy, actually. Damn. Okay. Guys, we tried, man. Break-even trade price went up here again. Choppy price action. Man, the wins though are on fire in the community. I can see that already. The guys are holy shit. And man, some people are crushing it. That's what happens when you trade multiple pairs, multiple instruments. Some instruments were running very, very good. Yeah, man. Keep it up, guys. Keep winning. Keep putting in the work. Tomorrow is the news trade. Tomorrow is the news trade. Okay? I'm trying to trade this choppy price action for you, but holy shit. You bet we are we're securing ourselves though. We manage our risk accordingly. And we know exactly what we're looking for, right? That follow through. If you didn't manage our risk, we would get stopped out. So we did. We did manage our risk. So yeah, tomorrow is the big day here, and I think tomorrow is the day where we finally, fam, and this is the most important part. Or hopefully I could better say, break out of this range for good, right? Up or down, I don't really care. I will give you a key levels to work with tomorrow. We're going to take a news trade tomorrow before the news, most likely. And man, what can I say? If we start pushing up, that's one layer. But yeah, man, we have to manage our risk. I hope you did manage your risk as well with us. Don't get too greedy. Well, maybe you held on to the trade and you had a big fat win. But I don't know where your stop loss was, because your stop loss was then supposed to be below the lows. And that means that you would have been stopped out. So that's why I hope you didn't get stopped out if you hold on to your position. If you had your stop loss there. If you put your stop loss below, yeah, that's a different story. You can hold on to your position here. But then your risk reward is of course much less. So it depends. It depends. Okay? So man, it's absolutely insane. Thank you so much for this tune. I actually can't believe it. Okay? I actually can't believe it how powerful it is. Tomorrow we're going to trade the NFP. And then next week is going to be the CPI, the FOMC. A lot of news trading. A lot of news, fam. Nothing we can do about it. We have to deal with it. Alright? We're going to be here the whole year. I'm going to be here the whole year for you as well. And I'm going to make sure that you are completely updated every single day. So, like I said, I can sit on the beach or I can help you guys out and do something fulfilling and build a legacy. And this message from Mr. Forex was maybe the most beautiful thing that somebody has done for me here in the community. It started out as a joke this morning. A couple hours ago, I said, the best rap tune freestyle gets access to our group. There we go. So we're going to use this, man. We're going to use this. Our private group is closing indeed. He's already in our private group. I don't know why. He's new. I'm going to talk to him. But anyways, incredible. Thank you for the messages as well. Incredible. The Instagram, incredible. Everything is on fire. All right. Momentum is crazy. At some point, we're going to see us live, hosting a live event very, very soon. We're going to head into that direction here. And I wish I could give you better price action. But the market has been crazy. So we're still trading. We're still taking trades. But yeah, we manage our risk the way we want to manage our risk. And that is better safe than sorry in these type of situations. Okay? Makes sense. Makes enough sense. All right, fam. Keep it up. What I'm going to do is the following. Let's listen to this tune one more time, man. Because that's absolutely insane. Let me download this tune. Let me download this tune. You guys are G's. We're doing something right. LTA is doing something right. There's no way around it. Okay? There is no way around it. I appreciate you guys. Take care.
Welcome to the game, it's LTA's domain. Lorenzo
See you tomorrow, fam.
Remember the name.
NFB.
We're trading Forex, riding those trends. Longs and shorts, it all depends. Pips and profits, yeah, we're stacking in this trading game. There's no slacking. We're going up, down, up again.
Crazy
The sky's
stuff.
the limit, we're breaking chains.
Bye-bye.
We're limitless LTA, yeah, we're winning. The best trading community just beginning. Up, down, up, we're on the grind. Together we'll make it, it's our time. Charts and graphs, we read them right. Catching those trends, day and night. Long positions when the market's hot. Shorting when it's not, we hit the spot. Pips are rising, accounts are two in the LTA crew. Dreams come true, from rookies to pros. We got your back, with Lorenzo leading, we're on track. We're limitless LTA, yeah, we're winning. The best trading community just beginning. Up, down, up, we're on the grind. Together we'll make it, it's our time. From the first trade to the last bell, we're in it to win. You can tell, strategies tight, vision clear. LTA, we persevere. No fear, just gains we celebrate. In this Forex game, we dominate. We're limitless LTA, yeah, we're winning. The best trading community just beginning. Up, down, up, we're on the grind. Together we'll make it, it's our time. From the first trade to the last bell, we're in it to win, you can tell. Strategies tight, vision clear. LTA, we persevere. No fear, just gains we celebrate. In this Forex game, we dominate. We're limitless LTA, yeah, we're winning. The best trading community just beginning. Up, down, up, we're on the grind. Together we'll make it, it's our time. Lorenzo Corrado leading the way. With LTA, we never sway. Pips and profits, yeah, we're stacking in this trading game, there's no slacking. The sky's the limit, we're on the rise. With LTA, we reach the skies. Lorenzo Corrado leading the way. With LTA, we never sway. Pips and profits, yeah, we're stacking in this trading game, there's no slacking. The sky's the limit, we're on the rise. With LTA, we reach the skies.